Is generic warm-up number 1. It's listed here on the board. Probably have difficulty reading it, but it's in the description, and I will go through all of the movements here. So the first thing is let's start with some foam rolling. You can roll out the quads starting from just above the kneecap and move through this, okay, balancing out with taking some pressure out with the hands and that other knee, right? Spend about 30 seconds on each side working through that foam rolling. Alternatively, if you feel like you need to work on your shoulders a bit, you can go through the lats and through the pecs. So I would roll along here, and I have videos that I'll provide for this also. More description of how to do the foam rolling for this, right? And then I can go across in front through here. I want to make sure that I'm only putting so much pressure in there. I don't want there to be pain, just light discomfort here. All right. So spend about 30 to 45 seconds on each one of those spots. Pick one to work on, or you can combine those lats, pecs, so you're getting it around the whole shoulder girdle. The next thing, we'll do just a little bit of stretching. Spend about 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, doing a side laying quad stretch, okay, on each side. And you don't want to go very long with this. We're not trying to build range of motion right now. We're just trying to get ready to work out, which means some activation and just opening up some space, waking things up. So we're going to go from that side laying quad stretch. You can go a bit longer than I did. That's about 10 to, you want to go only about 10 to 15 seconds into a modified or a hurdler stretch, modified hurdler or hurdler stretch. Where I'm going to stretch things out primarily through the hamstring, and again hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds just to wake things up, okay? And then go to the other side, okay? I like the hurdler because it does create that internal rotation at the hip, which is really important and often gets neglected. You can still get that stretch through the hamstring, okay? And then the third stretch is you're going to do the prone pec, where I'm going to lay down. I'm going to put my arms out at 10 and 2, about 45 degrees out, 30, 45 degrees. Bring one hand in and then push that shoulder down to the floor. Rotate. Feel that stretch through the pec, through the front of the shoulder, and through the bicep. And if I want a little bit more pull through the arm, I can raise the fingers up, pointing them up towards the sky, and then down. And we'll go to the other side out at 30 to 45 degrees. 10 or 2 on a clock, push that shoulder down, hold, feel a bit of a stretch, and then point up if you want to get that bit of an additional pull. Remember, we only want to be below a 4, a 2 or 3 on those stretches. It shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't be shaking when you're doing the stretching. Okay? Now let's activate with the pull aparts, the band, straight arm, pushing out at the end, and I really want to squeeze those shoulder blades together, trying to pinch, trying to touch the shoulder blades, which you can't do. We're pinching that in the back to activate through the upper back as we do these, right? So it's not about a heavy load, it's about getting those back muscles working around the shoulder blades. Then we'll do some pass-throughs, okay? This, and then after that, you're going to step in and do some good mornings, which means bringing the band up over. Don't just let it rest on the neck, get it onto the shoulders, and then you're going to hinge down and come back up again. Hinge down. You can see how really working on that hinge, pushing the butt back, maintaining the core. This is where you get that good activation in the back and get that good pattern through the hamstrings and the glutes as I do this, okay? Remember that good hinge. Down, don't round the back, and then contract the hamstrings and glutes to come back up. About 6 to 8 of those. Then I'm going to do some presses above the head. So up, you can just go straight up and down, or you can go up, I to Y, back in. Remember, we just activated the core. We just activate it through the shoulders, the upper back. So continue to do that. Get that activated, keep that active, about 5 to 6 of these. Okay. So now to warm, we're going to do 5 squats. Good form here. Remember, push the butt back, get the weight back onto the heels, straight up and down. Have the knees track over the feet. Okay, don't rush it. This is warming, but it's also your time to get that motor pattern right. No load, just get that right. Okay. Chest up, drive through the heels. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to go down into a plank, and I'm going to do shoulder taps, right, for 10 of those, back and forth. Staying strong through the core, going back and forth, okay? And then we'll do some alternating lunges. Down and back up, stepping each side, okay? So remember, in that lunge, back heel up. That wasn't a great one. Step forward, straight down, straight back up again. I'm looking for 90 degrees here, here, and at the back knee. 3 places where I want that 90 degrees to come through. Okay. Then 5 to 10 burpees. Drop down, up, stand up. Down, feet out, up. Okay. You can also step out, touch the chest, and step up out of it. All right, but we're really, the athletic level, looking for that pop down, pop up. And finally, you're going to do some drop squats to jump. Right? So I'm driving my knees up, I'm pulling my base support out from underneath me. I call it a trust fall with myself. Quick knees, bam, jump. Okay? Quick knees, and do a jump. Drive through the heels, get that jump. Don't rush them. Make each rep count.